This is the rhythm of the night.
Gonna get some breakfast. We've just signed up for our morning tour, so we leave in like 20 minutes. And they're gonna show us the Merlion, which is, I don't know if you can see it, it's like half lion, half mermaid. It's the big fountain in Singapore. Unfortunately, we're not gonna see Marina Bay Sands or the metal garden, the urban garden. I don't know what it's called, but basically they have giant trees made out of metal and they all light up. That was last night, but I don't know if I included that or not, but basically we had a delay on our flight. And because of the delay, we missed the deadline for sign up, so that was a bit of a bummer. But today will be good. I'm excited to see Singapore because I really don't know what to expect. I know it's a beautiful city and a well-organized one. So we're just sitting here, getting ready for our tour, and guess what I just saw?
Guys, no one cares. Just tell them you don't care.
Look at the plants. This looks exactly like Nesquik. Like seriously? I think it's Nesquik.
You know things.
Look. This is exactly what I would eat for breakfast, like every single day when I was 7 to like 15 years old. All aboard the Singapore tour bus, the bus of dreams. And this miracle is about to happen.
20th century, from a caterpillar to a butterfly. We are now a city in the gardens and beautiful waterway. Yoo-hoo! Thank you.
You can see the Marina Bay Sands behind all those trees. It's the world's second most expensive building, and it's really cool. It's got a ship connecting three
Welcome to the Since 2008.
That's the lighting for the F1 race. They have a Formula 1 that races around the city here, so it's just beginning, I think, in a couple weeks.
You're setting up?
Yeah. The city is so beautiful.
It's also very hot.
Yeah, it is very hot. The bus driver was telling us that 50 years ago, the city had nearly like 25% of its population unemployed. It was extremely polluted, like a lot of Asia. Basically, no one owned housing. And then in the past 50 years, they've gotten to the point where over 90% own their homes. I think they said there's 2% unemployment, which compared to even Canada, Canada's around 6 or 7%. So it's just incredible how far the city has come. It's so green, they've built so many beautiful buildings, and for like the first time in all of Asia I've seen, they actually like really emphasize beautiful parks and green spaces. It's so beautiful here. And right here is the Merlion statue. It's half lion, half mermaid. You'll get a better view of it in a sec. And right behind it, you can see 3 massive buildings holding up a ship. That's the Marina Bay Sand, and it's actually the world's highest up pool. It's a really iconic infinity pool up there. So cool. If I had more time in Singapore, I would have tried to get up there. But we only have a few hours in Hong Kong, or here in Singapore. There's the Merlion there. The city actually reminds me a lot of Hong Kong, but I would say this is even more beautiful than Hong Kong, and I really loved Hong Kong. I definitely think I could see myself coming back to Singapore one day, hopefully spending a week here. It's just so incredible. It's very expensive, but I guess it deserves the price. And over there you can see a giant Ferris wheel type thing, an observatory, and it's actually 30 meters taller than the London Eye in London. And just over there as well, they have an F1 track being built. So inside the city, they have Formula 1 races that are gonna go and start, I think, in 2 weeks or so, he said. And another cool building is right there. They have the Opera House, and it kind of looks like some sort of a conch shell.
Welcome to Singapore!
And here's a smaller replica for those who don't want to deal with fighting for a good photo in front of the real Merlion. We had to wait like 3-4 minutes just to get in front of this group of people. Like the Chinese tourists love their photos, and they'll take 1 photo of themselves, 1 photo with their other friend, 2 photos with the other friend, and then 3 photos with the other friend minus the other friend. It's just like they have to get the combination of like on my own, with my friend, with 2 friends, with 3 friends, with a white person. Like, they just take forever. And so they do their little photo shoot, and then you basically have to like get in there quick before the next group of Chinese tourists come in and start doing the same thing. It's a fierce culture out here, you know, you gotta fight for your photos.
I'm a police station. Now it houses the Ministry of Culture, Community Youth, and Communication and Information. 5 kings, 800 years ago, ruled this island.
So Singapore is the 2nd most densely populated country in the world, and this is their downtown side. Look, the roads are literally empty. And the reason why is actually because of something called ERP, it's electronic road pricing. So they actually charge people to use every single road from Monday to Saturday. Sunday is, the pricing is off, so it's free to drive on Sundays. But basically you have to pay to use the roads. So it becomes a good for basically the wealthy or those who really need to use it. So I know, I'm sure it has a lot of criticisms, but it's so nice to be in a downtown side where you can literally just drive anywhere and it's so accessible to get around. But it also means that more money would be poured into their public transit system, so it's definitely got a lot of pros. It's pretty incredible to hear what Singapore has achieved actually, because the more he talks about it, the more you realize how advanced this society really is. Because like you said, 50 years ago they were a very struggling society, and in 1985 they were like the first in the world to become a country without homeless people. So it's just incredible. Obviously a lot of good government policies and really good management. Also, another funny fact, the reason everything's so clean here is the very severe punishment for littering. So if you get caught littering the first time, it's a $1,000 fine, which in US dollars is probably about $900 US, maybe a bit less, but crazy fine. If you get caught littering a second time, again, you pay that same 1,000 Singapore dollar fine, but then you also have to spend 10 days cleaning the roads. We're in a little fragrance shop here, and they're all oil-based perfumes because alcohol is forbidden in a lot of Muslim cultures. I assume that's why they don't use alcohol. But it's really cool. A lot of Indian different scents, all over the world really, but it's pretty darn neat.
That's so beautiful. And so you can buy that and then put them in it.
That's a camel.
I like it.
Laura just tried on Young Love.
Christian and I. Except we're getting kind of old now, so it's not.
We're a bit old now. This is my kind of scent, Fiddy. Fiddy scent. All is life. Back on the shuttle, our tour guide's actually really awesome. Knows a lot about the city, he's really good at answering questions. And unlike most Asian countries, I can actually understand what he's saying, so it's awesome.
He's slowing down. Shoot! Yahoo! Thank you for your wow.
Those are some big guns. We just finished our tour and we're back in the airport. It's actually incredible, like the best airport ever. They have free foot massages, they have a full theater that's for free 24/7. They have a butterfly garden, they have a sunflower garden. Like literally everything you can think of they have here. They have sleeping stations, charging stations, free Wi-Fi around the entire airport. Everything's just like perfect. You know the people that check your passport before you come to a country and they're always like staring at you and like really angry and bitter, and they take your passport and they don't say anything? Well, like at Singapore airport they actually smile and they offer you candy. So that says a lot.
Don't.
This is Edith. Edith tried on too much perfume, and now she smells like an old woman going to church service.
I don't smell good. I smell nice, but I smell too.
Yeah, you smell too strongly. So we're gonna get Edith all cleaned off. Maybe go find her a new personality and attitude. She's a bit angry right now.
I'm not angry.
You're very angry.
He keeps calling me an old woman.
Oh my gosh, she's getting too close. Seriously, I really hope we miss our flight. I could spend the rest of my life at this airport. Oh my gosh, free foot massages, like what? And now we have $20 each to go spend on lunch because we got given a free voucher for no apparent reason. I just got an email one day from the Changi airport before coming here and they're like, hey Christian, I see you have a long layover, here's $20 to go eat. I'm like, alright. So yeah, needless to say, Singapore, your layover has become a vacation. Like actually, it's been a trip to come here without even like booking a trip to Singapore. So it's been super cool. Bali, we will be there. I think we leave in about 3 hours, maybe a little bit more.
Maybe never.
Maybe never. We might not leave the airport.
Oh, wow.
So
I don't like
good to see.
First officers TC
So
and Vic.
Laura's a friggin' butt. And we are heading to Bali now. I have no idea how far it is. I would think like no more than 2 hours. But yeah, Singapore, 2 hours and 20 minutes. So it is more than 2 hours. Bali is going to be awesome. We have so many things set up to do. I'm really excited to check out Bali. We've got a couple nights in a really beautiful hotel that we've been invited to stay at. We've got a spa day that we've been invited to do. We've got 2 tours we were invited to, so it's going to be really, really fun. We've got a lot on the go, and by on the go I mean chilling, a lot of chilling in very nice places.
Sit back, relax.
Yeah, Singapore, it's been a huge, massive slice. Is that a thing? Massive slice? And we will be back one day when we have money, because you're expensive. But, you know, the Changi airport will be...